Hi, do you know how to properly repot your Nepenthes? Because if you don't take care, you can damage the roots and the plant will take several weeks to recover. But in this video I will show you how I do it, and you'll see that's really easy and your plants will just grow really well after that. So here we go! In the previous video we talked about the substrate, the materials and the mix, so I won't really talk more about that. Check the video about it if you didn't have the chance to watch it. So now we will just focus on unpotting these plants, then repotting it properly, and you'll see that's quite easy. Here is the Nepenthes direct from the nursery. So as you can see, it's pure peat moss, and we will have to take this out. So just push slightly, it will crack this kind of a muddy substrate, and you can see it's moving around and turning. So now what I will just do, I will hold it from here and just nicely pull it. So not a lot of roots. They probably repotted that not a long time ago, so I will just throw it away, and then we have the Nepenthes. It's a lot of roots, really compact, so my guess is it came into a smaller container. Then the greenhouse decided to put them in bigger pot, so probably they can sell that more. So for now I will clean the roots out of this pure peat, and we will continue. To clean your plant you just need a container with rainwater or proper water, reverse osmosis water if you really have some to waste, but regular rainwater will do the trick. And here are the roots of the Nepenthes. As you see, they are really tiny, black, fragile roots. You can see the tip. I don't know if I can focus that close. The tip of the roots are kind of a light color, not really that dark. They are still growing, so that's good. Healthy roots, but definitely the substrate was not great and absolutely no drainage, so the plants will at some point suffocate. Before showing you the second part, the repotting part of the plant, I would like to ask you a favor. Could you please like this video and consider subscribing, hitting the little bell? That's the best way you can encourage me to do more and more video like that. And as a YouTuber, it's really important to me to show Google people like this kind of content. So if you can help me with that, thank you. So now let's go back to the potting part. I cleaned the pot. The pots always have to have hole at the bottom for drainage. Again, you don't want to suffocate the roots. This is the substrate. I will just make it even more light, adding a little bit of perlite, and that should be good to go. So what you want is to take your plant and put it on the top of some media. So I will put this at the bottom and just figure it out. Okay, that's maybe an inch. So again, a little bit more, and it will compact a little bit. So it's here, it's kind of okay. Good. So now I will just put it and wrap it with different all the media. And that's it. Again, some drainage, why not? You never to drain. And that's it. You gently push the substrate for it to compact a little bit. But it's already almost done. You just add more. You add more just to make sure the plant is on the center. And sometimes you can use some cocoa husk just because that's hard part that will kind of help the plants to stay still, not to go laying on the side. And that's about it. Et voilà! So now the next step will be watering it properly, heavily on the first time, and after that slightly reducing. But the first time is really more to help the media to stick to the roots. So big, and I'm reusing the water from the one that cleaned the roots because I don't want to waste some clean water. Okay, and that's about it. If there is water on the plant, it's no big deal. Especially with this plant, it comes from a nursery, so I would say 99% sure it's X ventrata. But what is X ventrata? X is cross. That means this Nepenthes is a cross that is named as ventrata. This is a cross between ventricosa and alata. So they basically took the first part of the two plants and make a new hybrid name. This plant is really strong and tough. To kill it, you really will do it badly, like using the not proper water, not repotting, maybe too much, I don't know, dryness, or maybe too damp. But usually this kind of hybrid, this is the one that you will find in every single nursery. This is one of the strongest hybrid I know. So, as you see, nothing really complicated to repot. The more stressful part would be unpotting, taking care of the roots, not breaking a lot of roots. If you break some small roots, it's okay, the plants won't die. But definitely the more roots you break, the more the plants will focus on growing new roots, because that's vital. And when the plant focuses on growing roots, the plants tend to stop focusing on pictures. And maybe for a few weeks the plant will kind of froze, maybe a leaf, but without any picture. So it's normal, it happens to everyone, it depends on the plant, and that's it. There is nothing really you can do, because providing a new pot, new media, will allow the plant to grow really fast. So even if you were in pause, I would say, for the plant, if the plant were in pause for a few weeks, on the long run she will grow really bigger. Quick tip, I tend to repot my plant depending. If it's a small plant like that, when the leaf will be that much, I will probably use a bigger pot. But I would say for a year, 2 years, I'm good. And at some point the plant will start vining, growing tall, so the leaf won't really overgrown the size of the pot. You should still repot every 4 years this kind of plant, again because if there is more roots, the media will dry out more quickly, and some media can start decomposing, so it's not really good for the roots. But so the best reminder that you can have is on the name tag that you will put on this plant. You write the dates you repotted last time, and so it's when you have a lot of plants, it will help you to remember. Okay, this plant was repotted 2 years ago. Probably I can use this spot for another year, so you kind of have an idea when, because when you will have 50 plants, good luck to remember the last time you repotted a specific plant. Okay, it's done for today. You know how to repot your plant, you know how to prepare the substrate for that, you know the water, you know the light, so you're set. I think from now you should be able to grow your Nepenthes on your windowsill without a big challenge, I would say. So if you want me to do a video on something more specific, please leave me a comment and I will be happy to do a video about that. And yes, if you can like this video, that's great. If you can share it around, that's great. If you want to show us your Nepenthes, how you grow your Nepenthes on your windowsill, please leave a comment and I will be happy to interview you and to show the rest of us how you do that. Because every grower has his own technique, so that's always beneficial to share this kind of knowledge. And that's it for today. Until next time, happy growing!